Yo, what is up guys, MrPantaloons here with Omnia, and we got the new banner here featuring Maria, Irvine and Aiko. They all have their 15 CPs and their 35 CPs. You can see the raw rates right here. Now this banner is actually a pretty good one. However, Aiko, she's been featured already so many times. You might have her already. Irvine, he's kind of a niche character, but Maria and Aiko, they're both really good. Now personally, I would skip this banner right now since we are so close to getting level 60 awakenings, so I'd rather focus on characters that are going to be getting the level 60s. I doubt these characters here are going to be getting their level 60s anytime soon, so I'd rather do that. But if you need some good characters right now, Maria and Aiko would definitely do really well, especially Aiko. And Irvine, I think he could do really well during Heretics if you need ranged team compositions. He excels with ranged teammates. But let's talk about the characters real quick. So we got Maria, she's got the blue crystal bow weapon type. She's got that rarer weapon type, right? Skills: true shot, 7 uses, wind, brave attack with low action delay, arrow range, 6 uses, AoE plus HP, HP damage divided equally, heals party members up to 5% of their max HP. So she's got element, she's got wind element, she's got some AoE, brave plus HP, and she's got some heals as well, and plenty of uses to back it up. So definitely not too shabby. In terms of passives here, she kind of mimics Furion in the sense that she has attack proficiency just like Furion. I believe maybe the only one, or there might be just a couple of them that have a passive like this one. Slay raise attack up to 10 times after every bravery attack, which is not necessarily a good thing because it will take you a long time to charge this up. Now also her level 50, very similar to Furion. If the healing amount exceeds max HP, she will get bravery instead, up to a limit of 150% of initial bravery, so that will help her out to gain some more bravery. In terms of the gear list, we got the Hermes shoes, HP and max bravery. Now in terms of her weapons, she's probably gonna be needing both of her weapons, and check it out, the 15 CP, it will increase the potency by 90% from 110 to 200%, and it will also grant her brave regen, 30% of initial bravery, and a max bravery up of 20% for 3 turns. So definitely not bad to have the 15. But then the 35 CP, you get a potency of 40% from 60% to 100%, but you also get an additional 60% against single target, and her HP heal limit increases by 10% up to 15% of max HP, and it also grants a attack up of 30% for 3 turns to everyone. So that one is pretty good. Definitely I'd say you need both of her weapons to make her do well. And then you got some options here with the mighty true shot, mighty arrow rain. Next up we got Irvine, yellow crystal gun is his weapon of choice. In terms of weapon passives, or not weapon passives, in terms of command abilities, we got canister shot, 4 uses on that one, ranged brave attack target, 3 turns, speed down, scatter shot with 5 uses, group ranged, brave plus HP, HP damage distributed equally, and it has a low chance of 2 turns with range resist down. Now Irvine, I think he really relies on his weapons. These numbers here, they don't seem that great. Low chance, 2 turns, range resist down. Yikes, he's probably gonna need a weapon for that. In terms of passives, he's got, let's see, this one is actually pretty interesting here. Grants low probability of inflicting small speed down debuff for 3 turns after a bravery attack. Small speed down. Speed down is very good to have, but I guess he does have it on his canister shot as well. Although 4 turns or 4 uses on that one. So this might come in handy when you run out of skills, or if you get lucky enough to get it by just doing a brave attack. Now his level 50 slide raise max bravery for 3 turns after breaking an enemy, which is not that bad. It is 3 turns, and since you have AoE, you might actually benefit from this one quite a bit. as you will be gaining a lot of bravery doing an AoE and a lot of potential to break targets there as well. In terms of gear list, the sniper's coat looks really nice, max bravery and attack. And now for the weapons, the 15 CP gives him a 90% potency from 120 up to 210, increases the potency of the speed down and extends the duration. That is really nice. Then also grants himself a max bravery up of 20% for 4 turns. So the 15 CP, pretty nice. The 35 CP, 60% from 60% to 120%, so 60% increase of potency, and it also becomes an unavoidable attack. It increases the chance for range resist down by 20% up to 50%, so it's still not as high as I would like to, but it's much better without the passes. 30% compared to 50%. Kinda needs that 50%, and you have how many uses? You got 5 uses, so with 50% you're gonna get 2 or 3 out of those, so definitely need that 50% in the last how many turns? For 2 turns, right? So it doesn't last that long either. And then finally it also grants himself a brave regen of 30% initial bravery for 3 turns. So I do think he pretty much needs both of his weapon. Although if you're using him for specific team comps with range team comps for heretic quests, he's probably gonna work even without both weapons, just with either really, because heretics they haven't been that hard, but maybe they will get harder in the future. So I guess you could prepare right now and get both of his weapons. Here you go, mighty canister shot, mighty scatter shot. You got some options there, but Irvine, as I said, more of a niche pick. He works really well with the ranged characters. We haven't really had requirements for ranged team comps so far. We've had physical and magical mainly, or I guess physical or ranged, either one worked, but the magical we did have some problems there where we needed magical characters. Now with the next one here, we got Aiko, White Crystal, and Staff as her weapon type. Command abilities, she's got the HP regen, 4 uses on that one, grants initial bravery, or grants bravery to the party, and also HP regen for 6 turns, Smite, Holy Magic Attack, 6 uses, and grants the bravery to the party as well. Her passives, she gets some speed while buffed, which she will most likely be, so that's pretty nice. Side raise HP regen. What else does she have here? Small amount of bravery. Grants +1 turn to pre-existing buffs when buffing allies. So that one is also pretty nice to extend the duration of your buffs. And now her gear list, we got the angel earrings here, HP, initial bravery. Those scale up with her buffs and stuff. Ooh, the anklet, max bravery, air racket, initial bravery. Those are some pretty nice 4 stars as well. Now Aiko, she pretty much relies on her weapons as well, especially her 15, even more so than her 35, but right now you probably want both of them. 15 CP, Aiko, she does have some uses, but to be able to use her at her fullest, you're gonna need that 35 as well. For the 15 CP, you're gonna be getting an extended duration of her HP regen from 6 turns to 12 turns, as well as 2 extra buffs, attack up 10% and max bravery up 10% for 12 turns as well. So she gains a lot from that 15 CP, she gets a lot of longevity. Now for her 35 CP, she gets a potency of 100% increase from 80% to 180, also a lowered action delay, and raises everyone's bravery by 40% of users' attack, and it grants to self speed up medium for 5 turns. So she gets a lot of speed, a lot of brave battery potential, a lot of damage on her smite. Definitely want that weapon. And then you got some mighty smite in here as her passives. So that is pretty much with these characters here. As I said, you might already have Aiko, so this banner could look a bit weird, but Yeah, Aiko definitely the strongest here. Maria also pretty good. Irvine, more of a niche character. You do have this one here for Squall mainly. Cecil, probably not going to be able to use him that much. Titus 15 CP, you're going to need the 35, so he's not going to be good here. Squall for a good physical dealer, which there is none here. So here we got ranged and magical, so physical dealer Squall here would be a nice choice. And this one, if you need Dispel with Vanille, if you need some kind of tank with Edge, that 35 CP might be interesting. Palome, not too sure how good he would be. He's got that ice attack, he's got some AoE. You're gonna need both of his weapons. I guess if you really want him, you could go for it, and if you need these other characters as well, definitely need 35 CP for Vanille and 35 for Edge. So this one would actually be the best banner right now in my opinion. But as I said, level 60 awakenings are coming pretty soon, so you gotta be careful with that one. But you can't really go wrong with some of these characters here. And just to talk about the future a little bit, make some predictions. Maria and Aiko, they are gonna be pretty good even after the awakenings. They had the following scores in JP: 78 for Maria and 76 for Aiko. Irvine, he scored at 62, so a little less useful than the other two characters. In terms of level 60, they will be getting their level 60 on the 8th batch, all three of them, so that's pretty late. But once they get it, Maria with her 60, she will also be getting an EX weapon. She is currently rated at 79, so a pretty solid character. Aiko with her level 60, she's really good. She is rated 80 at the moment, so she's still doing very well in JP. As for Irvine with his level 60, unfortunately, currently not doing so hot at a mere 42 points. He's gonna need an EX weapon or something to raise him up, or maybe some buffs, because they are buffing some characters here and there. But anyway guys, that is it for this banner. Let me know what you think. Wish you the best of luck on your pulls. Let me know what you got from this banner if you did pull. And as always, I shall see you next time. Have a good one and take care.